my windshield wiper motor. Gonna work on a 5.7 Hemi. Oh, wait a minute. This is BW and I'm back out in the garage. As you guys can see, I got my Scott Rod shirt today. Ordered it last week, just came in today. I love it, man. It's a cool shirt, cool emblem. I got the long so that when I wash it and I put it in the dryer, it don't shrink up and show my belly button. So really happy with it. I enjoy his channel. If you haven't, I encourage you to check it out. I'll put a link up here in the top and I'll also put one down in the description of the video. I really enjoy his show and I think you will too. Anyway, on to our car. A viewer and friend now, I think I can call him a friend. We've been socializing back and forth on chat and this and that. Jim Anthony, he sent me some trim, the first pieces of trim I have for the car, and that's the first gift I got from a viewer for my car. Thank you very much, Jim. I know I thanked you last night on live, but I wanted to do it one more time on the video. I also put a little clip from last night's live that I'll add into the video in just a minute showing me opening the boxes. Actually, I already started, but there's a nice segment of it. So we're gonna start by figuring out where this trim goes and we're gonna do it together. So stick around and check us out. All right, guys, we're opening up some gifts we got from Jim Anthony, one of our viewers. It's a lot of the trim pieces. I'm on live, by the way. See, I'm videoing. You guys are all sort of in the video too. So we're videoing while we're doing live and just trying to, because once I get a minute, I want to try to figure out where some of these trim pieces that he gave us, I want to see where they're going to go, try to learn about where they go and stuff. So we'll do that together. But I figured I might as well take me opening some of this stuff up while I'm at it. So thought that'd be a good idea. See how it goes. We got some nice trim pieces here. I believe these are for the back window, these ones here, right and left, but we'll figure that out. All right, guys, let me walk you around the car and show you where I think all these trim pieces go. I'm about 99% sure. We don't have everything, but we've got a lot. All right, so first off, we got the bottom pieces on both sides right here, okay? And we got the piece that goes from the center of the top down to here. And John, you come over here real quick.
Sure.
We're gonna need to get this L-shaped piece. No big deal. And it looks like somebody got a little carried away when they were drilling for the trim piece before, so we'll probably have to weld that shut and drill a new hole for our trim piece. As you can see, that's where the hole lines up. All right. So it looks really good. When I come around the other side, it's the same thing, except our drill hole's in good shape. They didn't get crazy over here. But so it looks like we got everything except the corners of the front window for the trim. There it goes. Take a look. You can see that hole's in good shape, guys. It's where it's supposed to be and what it's supposed to be. So that's what we got. And we have the bottoms, and they fit nice. So really happy with that. So let's go back around and we'll look at the back pieces. All right. So I got from the middle bottom up the sides, all right, both sides. And I have them in duplicate. And Jim told me that when he gifted them to us. I think these are original moldings. They got like paint on them. You can see red to come off of, I believe, to be a red car. So we'll clean these up. I think I'm going to use the original ones. There's nothing wrong with the NOS, but I think I'd rather use the originals. But we will pay these forward if somebody needs them. We're going to make sure everything's copacetic with ours first, though. And we need a middle. I think there's a middle piece that binds them together. I'm gonna have to get a parts breakdown to know for sure, guys. I'm pretty sure that there's a piece that goes right there. Now, I also have the top piece right here. So it looks like we got everything for the back window on the outside, except for the middle here. And also, you'll see there's duct tape on this because that's our first piece of inside garnish molding that goes up in here along the inside. So I'm really happy with what Jim gave us. I mean, I'm grateful. I really appreciate it. Chevelle Ranch offered last night to give us a complete set of interior garnish molding. I'll be looking forward to talking to him this week because that'll help us a lot. So you guys are starting to get vested in this project as well. So it's a lot of fun for me, and I hope you guys are having fun watching it. All right, so let me get set up for the next segment and I'll get right back with you. Hey guys, I had to bring you back in real quick. We were reviewing the video and my son pointed out to me that the piece is already here. I didn't look close enough, but if you look, the piece that puts them together is right there. It is already on the trim. So that's a huge bonus. You see it just slides right in there like that. So that's awesome, man. All right. So we're well on our way. Thanks, Jim. All right. Hey guys, it's BW. It's Saturday night and I'm back out in the garage. I'm gonna take it easy tonight. I had about 12 hours down at that house working really hard, so I wanted to come out to the garage and relax a little bit. I had a good time talking to everybody last night. I hope you guys had fun too. I had the wife add a job to the big board. It's not going to take a whole lot to do, but it needs to get done. I think it was Casual Customs, Dale, about 2 or 3 lives ago, measured for me. I need to locate my trunk hole for the lock because I don't want the pop cable thing that was on here. It was kind of a makeshift job with big ugly washers and everything. And I want to see if I can use this trunk lid. And he had told me it's about the center of the trunk and 8 1/8 up to find it. My hope is that it's just mudded over because that's a recessed hole. I can see the plate that's welded in. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right in there. And I'm hoping that they just filled the hole over with mud out here like they mudded everything else. Because if that's the case, we can just grind at this and find it and get it out. Get all the putty out, and then maybe I can just get rid of their slug they welded in there. If not, I think I'm gonna have to look at getting a new trunk lid because I can't replicate the indentation that's in that. At least maybe I'll give it a try, but I don't think so. So let me get set up and I'll bring you guys back in and we'll see what we can do. Okay guys, let me bring you in and show you what's going on. I had to stop and do a real quick scrub and clean and everything. I didn't have a respirator on and we don't want to get sick. turns out, you know, I just was sanding it this lightly, and you can see where I took a couple gouges. It took a half a second for my brain to realize, hey, that's not throwing a spark, that's lead. And I stopped. Everything else around on this car was basically filled up with body filler, but this was lead, so I stopped. So now what I'm gonna do is get a torch and heat it up. As you guys can see, I mean, I don't want to get sick with lead poison. I stopped. I wiped everything down with a damp mineral spirits rag to try to grab any particulates. I ran my brand new vacuum. Its first job was, you know, just in case. I mean, as you guys can see, I'll get right on it. Just a couple little tiny touches, but any little bit of lead in the air isn't any good for anybody. And we wanted to get that taken care of real quick. So unfortunately, my little map gas new tool was down at that house, but I still got the old propane torch that has a leak on the hose that we fixed with electrical tape, and we're going to use it one last time to try to dig this little bit of lead out of this recessed hole and see if we can salvage it. All right, so let me put this back up on there and let's see what we can do. All right, guys, I cleaned at it a little bit. Show you what I come up with here. There's still a tiny residual of, I guess, lead there, but I mean, that's a perfect lock hole. So I'm gonna look for a lock set for this tomorrow when I go to see that guy about parts. We'll see if he has one. I think the lid overall is worth saving. I creased it here at one time, but I think it can be fixed without much problem. The one thing I noticed is up here, right above the lock, there is Bondo, and I'm not sure if there was a dent, but I actually looked inside. It's a little dark in here, but if I train the light right on it, I think you guys will be able to see it. Right there, see the little squiggly filler coming through a hole there, and it looks like a drilled hole. It don't look like a rust hole. So I'm wondering if they just did a little bit of body work. I will dig at it later and we'll fix it proper, whatever needs to happen there. But the lid's okay. I mean, it fits good. We got to do a little bit of adjusting, but it fits good. We're going to use it. So I'm happy about that. I was very curious about that. Dale from Casual Customs, thank you for measuring and letting me know where to fish around for that at. So I should be able to save this lid. All right. So there you go. I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. I'm just going to clean up and vacuum because tomorrow my son's coming over and we're going to shoot down and see what kind of parts we can get. And then I'll bring you guys back in and show you what we were able to retrieve or not retrieve. I'm not really sure what we're getting into. I don't know if we're going to a regular vendor. Apparently this guy has a stand every year at Carlisle. He has a couple warehouses full of stuff. We'll see what happens. You guys will be the first ones to know what I come up with. Till next time, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys, we're just gonna fire this engine up again real quick. We've replaced Chop Shop Phil with a baling wire. Sorry, Phil. All right, so we're gonna fire it up and see if we can get this fluid to mix up in the radiator. Hopefully it starts right back up without a hitch. Let me put the ground wire on and see what we got. the trigger button.
Trigger button's right here.
Here you go, buddy.
Tell me when.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Huh.
No, is it not flip?
Hang on a second, let me make sure the coil, make sure we're hot at the coil. No, it might not have been hot at the coil.
Ah.
Head on there. Yeah, it's on. Go ahead and try it now. Coil came out. Coil wire, go ahead. Try again, buddy.
All right.
It's always fun running a big block Chevy, isn't it? Aside from that, I will tell you this. Gasser Dave was right. That VHT header paint is awful. It's just no good. It flaked off. You guys saw we took the time to prep that. We brought the heat up and down a couple times. We did pretty much exactly what the directions said, and the paint still just falls right off. So I do not recommend that header paint for anybody. All right? You've seen it here. All right, so aside from that, we're satisfied. We started the engine up. The goal was to circulate the coolant. We did that. I feel comfortable letting the engine get put away and not run no more this year, and I don't have to worry about it freezing up or anything like that. We got good coolant the whole way through the engine block and everything else. So aside from that, my son and I had a really good day. We went down to Delaware and we met a new guy down there. His name's Jay Hammond. He's one of the bigger Tri-5 part guys at the Carlisle in the spring and in the fall, and he's a good resource for parts, let me tell you. We went down and we got some stuff. Now we could only get so much today, but believe me, we'll be visiting with him a whole lot more. Let me show you what we did get. We got a really nice grill, really nice, high quality. You know, it's used, but it's really good condition. We got the trim that goes with it. I'm really happy. My son was over there. He was like kind of holding it up there, so it looks really good. All right, so we're really happy with that. We got some headlight buckets, the trim pieces for the headlight buckets, complete assemblies in the outer trim as well. It came with the rings and everything, so we're really happy with that. This one is a little rough just right here, but Jay's going to give me a new one. I'm going to see him in a couple weeks. He already wrote on receipt. He's just going to give me one. He's got one down his other shop because I'm going to go see him and get the seals and everything for this stuff down the road. We also got these turn signal lights for up front, the complete assemblies for them. Really good shape, man. Really, we're just going to clean them up. The glass is a little dull, but if you guys remember, we got these new pieces from the swap meet at the racetrack last week. So bam, that's going to really pop once we get them in there, isn't it? I'm really happy with it. Oh, and we also, yeah, I saw these sitting there and we grabbed them. If you remember, Jim gave us the outer trim for our windshield, and we were short these pieces. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. We were short the trim pieces for the corner, and we have everything now. How about that, huh? Bam. All right, so we got all the outer trim pieces. Now we just got to start collecting the clips and everything. So we're on our way now. We're just in part collecting mode, and we're really happy with it. All right, so let me do this real quick. I'm gonna zoom in on Jay's business card for anybody that might be looking for Tri-5 parts. All right, like I say, he's always at the spring and fall Carlisles as well, but he's local, so I'll be able to visit him when he's not down at the Carlisle. All right, so he also has a 1957 delivery sedan for sale. It's got 5 miles on it since it was built, guys. It's got a 454 in it, and I'm gonna put a clip up of that at the end of the video. My son and I promised him we would, and let you guys have a look at it. If anybody has any interest, well, you just got to look at his business card, give him a call. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a hodgepodge. I am going to see Jay about the lock insert for the trunk next time I'm down there too. He didn't have one at that place, but he has one at his other shop that he's going to get to us. So I just wanted to throw that in there real quick. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Tell a buddy. Let's get some more people in here. All right, until Friday Night Live, I can't wait to talk to you guys again. Take care, everybody. All right, guys, what we got here is a 1957 delivery sedan with a 454 twin quads, married to a 350 turbo transmission with 355 gears in the back. It's a fresh restoration. I believe he said there was 5 miles on the car. Really nice car. I'm not sure of the price. If you're interested, I suggest you use the business card and call Jay. I think the sign might have said 29, but don't take my word for it. Call Jay and see if you can work out a deal if you're in the market for a delivery sedan of the 57 variety. All right, take care, everybody.